Well, baby, you've been on my mind. I think about you all the time. Oh, I want to see your face.
So my buddies have a drink with $5.
A drinking game. What is it? What is it?
You surprised me, but I wanted one of those you're having, those Michael Bublé's.
Vamonos, girl.
So they're probably gonna be upset this podcast that Brandon's not wearing shorts. It's kind of like our thing. You know
Right.
that, right?
I know.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're not wearing them?
No, I'll change into shorts after this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll change into shorts after this.
Just
Who
out
said it?
of-
Sleeping with guys who wear short shorts?
Justin Dworczyk, my friend. Yeah. A lot of the comments are coming from my friends.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
I don't have any friends.
Thank you.
All right, sleeping around the podcast. We're back in studio. Matthew, how you been, man?
I've been busy.
Yeah,
But
I
I've been
haven't,
good.
haven't seen you in a while. We took a little break.
We did. We
Yeah.
did. We were on a break.
On a break, we had the holidays.
We were.
The audience won't know we were on a break because we're continuing to pump out episodes every
Tuesday.
single Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Rumble. What are we?
Rumble. What is Rumble?
I think it's on everything.
Are we not on Rumble?
What is Rumble?
It's a new thing.
I don't
Is
know
it
about
really?
Rumble. We'll have to look into it.
Yeah, it's the new, like, for all the people that are getting censored from YouTube. Like
yeah.
it tends to be a little bit more of a conservative crowd, right leaning.
I was gonna say I don't know if we have that problem yet.
Yet.
Should we start covering some
So
bases?
we're we might want to just go there just in case. You never know. Fucking
Tinfoil
big-
hat time.
big
Let's
tech, yeah.
go. So my break was good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, good to hear.
I probably did something that a lot of people in their lifetime wish they could do. I was able to spend Christmas Eve and Christmas alone.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. I had planned on going down to Biloxi
Yeah.
to the Hard Rock down there, hang out on the beach.
Yep.
And Christmas Eve, I get an email from them. Thank you, Hard Rock, that due to COVID, they're going to not be able to house me.
Oh no.
So I just made a quick phone call to Lake Charles. Shout out to the Gold Nugget in
Okay.
Lake Charles.
Yeah. The gold
yeah.
nugget or the golden nugget?
Oh, is it Golden Nugget?
I think it's golden.
No, I think it's Gold Nugget.
No, gold nugget's like what you find when you're panning, but the golden nugget's the hotel, I think.
Really?
I believe so.
Okay, how about the casino in Lake Charles?
Golden nugget.
Golden Nugget.
I believe so. I'll have to
I
check
don't.
that.
I don't gamble. I have nothing against gambling. I really like the pool area, the food. It was just amazing, and I was able to just get quiet
Yeah.
and really reflect. My daughter was on a cruise with my ex-wife and their family, and didn't get back to the 26th. So,
Yeah.
man, I really enjoyed the break, and I needed it. I
Good.
needed
Good.
it.
Glad
So,
you enjoyed it.
What about you?
It's a hard time sometimes to be alone on Christmas. I think my first year of after the divorce, when I was alone, my sister was worried about me. Actually, it was like the second or third year. She didn't realize probably, and she calls me up on Christmas morning, and I was alone, and she just says, "I'm just making sure you're not committing suicide today."
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, you've met my sister.
Yes.
So,
right.
you know, so
She's fun.
so anyway, we're back. I'm glad to be back and
me too.
get this rolling again. Man, it's been great for all you guys that have been listening. Man, we appreciate your support. Please share, like, subscribe, any avenue that you want to. It's really helping us grow. And as we grow, we're getting more and more guests,
Yeah.
and it's just been so much fun.
Yeah, definitely hit the reviews on iTunes. That always plays a key part, right, Handsome Dan?
It does.
You guys put it in there, but again, the response has been amazing.
It is. And
I'd just love to see more comments. I would like to know what everybody thinks. You could put those in the YouTube comments
Absolutely.
and the Instagram comments. I want to know.
Yeah.
information.
Absolutely.
Tell
Yeah.
us how we're doing.
So
Awesome.
yeah, so what a blessing. So today we're back and we have our most special guest as of today.
this might be the most special guest that we've had to
agree.
date.
I agree.
We're super excited. We want to introduce Miss Charlotte Hedgecock. Charlotte, how are you doing today?
Good.
Hi,
Yeah.
Charlotte. So I met Charlotte a while back, but Charlotte, this is how we begin every episode. So Charlotte got to pick the drink out today. So Charlotte, what are we drinking today? It's okay.
Tell us what we're drinking today.
Well, my daddy's drinking a different drink.
That's
but
okay.
No, Charlotte and I are going to pound these. What are we drinking?
We're drinking this bubbly, sparkling water.
Okay. And
Awesome.
this bubbly sparkling water, what flavor is it?
Grape.
Grape flavor, and it's called bubbly
Yes.
or buble.
I don't know.
What was I calling it? Was I calling it Michael Bublé?
No.
Let's cheers
So cheers
to Miss Charlotte.
to Miss Charlotte, and thanks for being here, Charlotte.
Mm.
It's not
pretty
grape.
good.
It's not grape. It's blackberry.
Oh.
But either way, it's good. Here, I'll take that for you. So, Charlotte, tell us a little bit about yourself. Charlotte's my daughter, in case you didn't know. Tell us about yourself. How old are you?
I am 7.5. It's almost my birthday,
Woo! When's your birthday?
April 23rd.
April 23rd. So you're gonna be
And we're in
8.
January.
Yep. Okay.
It is almost your birthday.
Yeah. All right. So you go to school?
Yes, and I am in 2nd grade.
Okay.
And we're
And
still trying to find a teacher because my new teacher quit because my other teacher retired.
oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So y'all been having a bunch of substitute teachers?
Yeah.
I think I need to come teach your class.
How
I could teach class.
How do you think that would go if Matthew was teaching?
I don't know.
Do you think anybody would learn anything?
No.
Probably not.
It would
yeah.
probably just be recess all day.
Recess all day. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. I think so. One of the things I think that we are just not doing good in the schools now is the physical education. How many days a week do you get PE?
It depends.
Yeah. So let's answer this question. Do you get to do PE every day?
No.
No. So what do you do?
So my order of what I do, so it goes music, art, PE.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say it was the beginning of the year and I started a new school in 2nd grade. It would be that we would go to art on Monday, then Tuesday we would go to music on Monday,
Mhm.
and then art on Tuesday, and then PE on Thursday. Then it keeps going until
And you
the
just
end
keep
of the
switching.
year.
You keep rotating. So you only get
Yeah.
PE every 3rd day. And I think, man,
No, not every 3rd day. It's
Yeah, she said Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Dad.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
but basically you alternate between music, art, and PE.
yes,
Yeah.
until the end of the year.
Well, don't you think you need more PE than that?
I don't know about that.
You don't
See,
know about
she
that?
might like music.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I do like music
Okay.
and PE, but I'm still like wondering what to.
Well, you're young. You got
Yes.
time to decide. So, talk to me a little bit about your music class. What are they teaching in 2nd grade music class?
They do they do music, of course, and
Mhm.
sometimes my music teacher shows me some of his instruments,
Okay.
but some of them don't work because they're from different places.
Okay.
And the other ones,
Do you learn
some
about?
other-
So you
some-
learn about
yeah.
different music. Okay.
Yes.
Do y'all sing in
so-
that class?
yes,
So it's a music singing class. Do you have a good voice?
yes.
Oh, really?
I like that. Okay. So you do music and then art. Do you like art?
Oh, I love art
Me
because
too.
because I always get to practice writing or drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And last week when this week when we did it, we did 2022 and a piece of and 3 cupcakes that
Yeah.
I draw. They're actually in my backpack right now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw them. They were pretty good drawings.
Wow.
Yeah.
you didn't see the cupcakes.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
Oh, I saw something that you drew. It looked pretty good.
but you didn't see the cupcakes, Dad. Anyways, so then PE, what did y'all do this week when you did physical education? Because you said you did it
We
Thursday?
are practicing parkour.
Oh,
So there's a rope climbing, there is
Uh-huh.
a rock climbing wall, and there is ropes that so basically there's these platforms that we jump onto,
Mm-hmm.
and then once the person swings on the rope to the other platform, then the person gets to step up, and then it keeps going like that and there's 3 ropes that you swing across.
So Charlotte, I'm older than you. I don't know if you recognize that.
I do.
So, well, thank you.
How old do you think he is?
30?
Ooh, that's pretty old. That is pretty old.
My favorite guest so far. So growing up, we didn't have parkour, but I do see like American Ninja Warrior something. So
American
parkour.
Warrior course.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched the show.
Oh, you do? I heard
Yeah,
they got a
at my mom's.
kids one's coming out.
Oh.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that sounds like fun.
It's actually harder than you think,
Oh,
but
I
it is
bet.
fun. I tried to climb it and I almost fell down. I was on my one foot and one hand on the rope, seriously trying to not fall. And so I grabbed on as tight as I could and then I just climbed down and I was like, okay, I'm done with this.
When I was your age, I couldn't climb any ropes. I looked almost like a ball. So I was about that tall and that round, but I just didn't have the strength to get up the rope. So that's good that you can grab onto the rope.
Well, what you do is when you're climbing is that you have your arm, so your right arm reaches the farthest,
Okay.
and your left and your right leg reaches the farthest too. But then your left arm just sort of follows it. Just
Okay.
sort of follows it.
Like that.
And then when you're climbing, your left leg just does a little step and your arm just goes up a little bit.
Okay.
And so you do this
Yep.
and then step high
Step high.
and then go and then keep and then just do this like this. And then that actually, because when you bend your arms too much when you're climbing, it makes it makes your arm hurt more.
Right. Makes it more
Yeah.
tired. Like
Yeah,
it's,
it makes
okay.
it more.
Now, I've
tired.
seen you not on the ropes, but I've seen you on the walls, the wall climbing, like the rock climbing walls. And I mean, you're pretty good at those. I mean, she is like Spider-Man. Going through
Again,
those things.
something I
Yeah.
don't do. I have a feeling Handsome Dan.
Handsome Dan probably does some rock climbing.
I probably could. I don't.
Yeah.
But I
You-
probably-
you've
Really,
never
you
done it
look like
before?
I would like to try
Yeah.
it.
because you
but
have that bag of chalk just right there on your side. That's a fanny pack. I'm sorry.
There's a couple places here in town that have some good rock climbing.
I live
stuff.
by one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what about after school activities? What about outside of school activities? Do you do any outside of school activities? What's your favorite thing to do outside of school?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't know the answer. Well,
Wow.
what do you do every Tuesday at 3:30 or 4:30 or whatever time it is?
I go on my bus to my after school.
No, on Tuesdays.
Oh.
Is it Tuesdays or Thursdays?
No, it's every day.
Dance class.
Oh, dance class on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I go to
love-
dance.
I
You go to
love
dance. Okay.
But I do go on my bus and
Yeah.
then wait for my mom to pick me up so
Okay.
I can go.
So what kind of dance do you do right now?
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Okay. And what have you done in the past? What other types of dance have you done?
I've done jazz, I've done ballet, and I've done
Wow.
tap.
So ballet, jazz, tap, and hip hop.
I've done 2 hip hop. So
Two
this
hip
is
hop.
my 5th year.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Wow.
I want to go even bigger and do it even more because I don't really want to just quit. I want to
Yeah.
keep going.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Yeah. And I think you're pretty good at it. Do you think you like it?
Yeah, it's
Do you think
good.
you got your dancing ability from your mother or from your father?
No. I don't know. I think I just got it from myself.
Nice.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So,
So which one?
You're saying that your mom and dad can't dance, is what you're saying.
No,
Okay.
they can dance.
Oh,
but
but you're really good and they're okay.
Well, I'd
well,
love,
they're older than me,
Yes, they are.
so they're not.
I'd love for you to ask him to do a little dance move for us. That would be great.
Oh no.
No,
No.
no.
No. We can't do that. Not here. We're not on a dance floor, right? So which one's your favorite? Ballet, tap, jazz, or hip hop? What's your favorite one?
So far, it's jazz or hip hop.
Okay.
Because jazz was actually really fun
Yeah.
because we didn't have to go on our tippy toes
Well,
like that.
yeah,
And,
ballet. Yeah.
and tap, I didn't have to wear my tap shoes and have to like hit my feet every single time I tap.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got to tell you, I get to go to the recitals every year. They have the big recital.
Yes.
And
See,
this is my
he
first.
always gets me flowers.
I do
Oh.
always get you flowers. That's right.
It's a good move.
And I haven't seen a lot of dance recital stuff. So this was like a new thing for me a few years ago as we started doing this. And it's this whole nother culture going on back there.
Very much so. And an all-day event.
All day event.
Yep.
Now, what I thought was the coolest was the jazz costumes.
Oh,
Are
they
the
were
coolest costumes.
Yeah, they had these like they had shimmers all over them.
Mhm.
It was purple, blue, pink, and it was like, wow. I was like, how'd they do that? It was my first time doing jazz, and I didn't even think they had costumes like that.
I thought your jazz costumes were amazing. I really did.
I think the costumes remind me of like 1980s wrestlers. So they're really flamboyant.
Yep.
Loud. So my daughter is about to turn 17.
That's
and
old.
I know. Half my age.
Yeah.
In February, she turned 17, but she was in dance all growing up as well. And she loved it as well. And
Does she still want to do it?
no, she's into acting now. So now
I'm actually really good at acting. My old bus driver said that my NEG bus driver said that I could be an actor.
Yeah. So what kind of acting do you like to do?
I don't actually know.
Now, do you have any accents that you're famous for? Like a British accent?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want to do it? I'll do what if you do
I
one.
can do it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm 7 years old.
Ooh, that is very good.
That was great.
That is pretty good.
That was way better than mine.
Let's hear yours.
My British accent.
Yeah.
You ready? I'm 7 years old.
That's your normal. That's English.
No, I really tried. That's I could do a Scottish. I can do that.
In Scotland.
Very good. Yeah, I could do it. Watch. In Scotland.
He's not really good.
In my head, it sounds
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I don't know how it sounds out here. Whenever you hear your voice back on, like when you're watching the video of you being on this podcast, you'll be like, oh my gosh, my voice sounds so awesome.
Yeah.
Because you really do have a good accent.
I can hear my voice.
You can? So
Yeah.
maybe that's my problem.
So, what do you think about the podcast so far? This is kind of new. What do you think? You've been seeing it happen for a couple months now.
I haven't been in it though. This is my first time.
It's your first
is.
time here. So, what do
So-
you think about it so far?
I'm actually liking it.
I'm-
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, we talk about music a lot on our podcast.
That's it.
Do you
It's
have-
not bad.
Do you have a favorite musician or artist that you like to listen to?
I actually do have I have a few
Okay, tell us about them.
famous singers, but I don't really have any famous artists.
Okay, well, tell us about the singers that you like.
Yeah. Who are they?
Taylor Swift,
Love Tay Tay.
Maroon. I don't know his name. Adam Maleev.
Adam Levine.
Adam
Levine.
Yeah, Maroon 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Some pretty good artists, musicians, singers.
Yes.
If you saw the first episode, Mark Broussard toured with Adam Levine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Toured with Maroon 5. Sure did. Who else do you like? Do you like Pink?
Mm?
Do you don't know who Pink is?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I do like Ariana Grande and
Yep. Ariana Grande.
uh
Do you like Miley Cyrus?
I listen to it sorta, but
Yeah.
not really all the time.
Do you like Matthew Allard?
I don't
That's a
know.
trick question. Say no.
No.
Miley Cyrus. So I saw Miley. Did we already talk about Miley?
We did. I don't know if we did.
I
on
am the
podcast.
biggest Miley fan.
Me too.
Now that I've ever, I never thought I'd say that, and I
Oh.
saw her at the ACL Music Fest, and I just fell in love. I was like, her performance was incredible. She pulled out a Janis Joplin song.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And her costume was on point, and her makeup was fantastic, and she was powerful and passionate. I don't know one Miley Cyrus song, and I was like in awe of her performance.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also like Justin Bieber and
Oh, of
Who
course.
doesn't?
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
It's okay.
what is it?
So if we could get any of those here to be on our podcast, which one would you want the most?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
My daughter would
Right
agree
answer.
with you, by the way. My daughter is a huge Taylor Swift fan.
I listen to Taylor Swift almost like every day in my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always like, okay, I need to listen to this for like an hour and then I'll go to bed.
Oh, is that what you're doing up there when you're supposed to be going to bed? Well, that is a perfect segue because, the other thing that our podcast is about is what?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
right.
It's about sleep. Yeah.
It's
So,
not about singing.
well, we like music, so we like to
love
talk
music.
about music, but we really, really are very passionate about sleep and how important sleep is. How important is sleep to you?
It's actually really important because I don't want to not sleep well.
Yeah. So tell us in your words, why is it important? For other kids out there.
It's important because when I grow up, if I still have those problems, then I won't have I don't know what to do, and it's not gonna help.
So do you have a routine before you go to sleep besides listening to Taylor? It's okay to listen to music right before you go to sleep, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I listen to bedtime music so I can fall asleep.
Okay.
Do you have trouble falling asleep?
Sometimes I
Yep.
fall asleep and then I wake up like in the middle of the night
Okay.
because I don't even know my dreams, but I always have bad dreams.
Always. Okay.
How many, do you have bad dreams you think every night?
Well, I don't know my dreams, but
Yeah.
I almost wake up every night.
Oh.
So-
Do you remember any of your dreams ever?
I have remembered one of my bad dreams.
Oh. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to share what it's about?
I can.
It's up to you. It might. If I
I
don't want to.
mean,
Is it going to bother you or?
no, it's not going to bother me. I've already told you this.
Okay,
but-
tell us.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know if
Okay.
you wanted to share it publicly.
So I had a dream where I was sleeping, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going to a water park, and then the one that I was going to was closed, so I tried to find another one, and I went to it, but it was deadly,
Oh.
and so I had to escape from
Have you seen that show? There's a documentary about the water park, right? Like,
Yeah, the one up in New Jersey or something.
yeah.
it.
I hope it wasn't that one. That was a bad water park.
Action Park.
Yeah, I think that's what
Class
it was called.
Action Park?
Class Action Park. That's what it was called. Did you?
It was called Class
Wait.
Action
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Park.
Well,
'Cause
no,
there was-
the documentary
The
was
documentary is
called
called
okay.
Class
I was
Action
like-
Park, and so it's about amusement parks or water parks or
No,
something,
it's a
right?
water park, and
Yeah.
a lot of people have died there. So far,
Yes.
there was like 100 when we watched it. I mean, me and Mom didn't finish it yet,
Yeah.
but me, Mom, and Jackson
Oh, you guys
have
watched
started
it. So, okay, so this is how we got to this dream. Okay, so so in the dream, it's a bad water park and you're trying to leave. You're trying to escape.
So basically, I tried to escape, and then there was this river ride that this woman was trying to force me to get on.
Mhm.
And then my mom was looking for me around the water park,
Mhm.
and she saw me while she was in the line. And before she pushed me in, Mom ran up and grabbed me away from her,
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
and then she drove me home.
Okay.
At least it ended good, but
Yes.
it was still a bad dream.
Yeah.
Because
No, I think I agree. I agree.
yeah, and I was at my mom's house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So
and then
at what part of the dream did you wake up?
I woke up when I fell off my bed.
Oh, that's got to be scary. Falling out of your bed
Yeah, it's
while you're
super-
sleeping.
Yeah, my bed is so high. Like seriously, it's about up to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
You
Yeah.
fell right on the ground. Boom.
Yeah. So tell us what happens like when you don't get enough sleep. If you're really tired
I get like giant bags like all the way to down here.
under your eyes.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think about those bags? Do you like them?
No, I hate them.
You hate them. Yeah.
They're terrible.
They're terrible.
Are you sleepy during the day when you don't sleep well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Are you a little bit cranky too?
Maybe.
Yeah.
A little.
Or maybe a little bit more emotional sometimes? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna make me cry, Daddy.
Okay, I'm not going to make you cry. I just want to know how important sleep is because I think for kids, sleep is probably really, 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 really important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell us about bedtime. What's your normal bedtime?
For the weekdays, it's 7:30,
7:30. Yeah.
and then maybe like on the weekends, it's probably either 8:50.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Sounds like mine. That's exactly what I do. Everybody's laughing.
And what time do you get up in the morning for school and get ready for school?
So for school, 6.
Mhm.
Oh, that ain't bad.
6:15,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then for on the weekends, probably this morning I actually stayed up until like 7:30. Like,
You slept until 7:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's late on the weekends. You know, the thing I learned about kids early on is like you might stay up late Friday night and Saturday morning, they're not sleeping in.
Well, no.
No.
yeah, that's what kids do.
All right. So what's the rule for our daddy on Saturday morning? What time can you wake
Yeah,
up?
I want
Daddy
to
on
hear
Saturday
this
morning?
rule. What's
8:00.
Yeah, don't touch daddy till 8:00.
I didn't wake you up.
Not
at
today.
All. I
was waking up
never.
today. Yeah.
Unless I have a bad dream.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. If you have a bad dream, come get me.
And
Yeah.
And Daddy, remember when I had the dream and I told you about it and you just told me to try to fall asleep and just think about good things?
Yeah, that's a good strategy. So what are some of the good things that you think about when you're worried about how? So sometimes, you know, what I noticed about bad dreams, and I don't know if you've dealt with bad dreams or your kids ever had bad dreams,
Oh, absolutely.
but sometimes if you have bad dreams, you start to have anxiety about going to sleep,
Right.
Yeah.
because then you're scared you might have a bad dream and you don't want to relive that or you don't want to go through that. So we've dealt with that some where
Yeah.
like where Charlotte like literally is just worried to fall asleep because she's worried she's going to have another bad dream, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
So
now,
what,
here's a question I have for you for all the other kids out there your age that are going to watch this podcast. So far, what I've heard you say is you sleep by yourself in your own bed.
Sometimes,
Oh, okay.
if I'm too scared, I go to my brother's room.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Or if he wants to sleep with me, he comes to my room.
Yeah.
That's
But
cool.
most of the time you sleep by yourself.
Yeah, most of the time. I've probably only slept with him like 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
That's
and-
not
Yeah.
a lot.
So I was adamant about this. And I, you know, I was like, no, like we have a baby room for a reason.
Mhm.
You ever notice all you have these people, they're getting ready to have babies and they spend all this time on the crib and the room and the baby room. And then they keep the baby in their bedroom
Yes.
for like ages,
Yeah.
like until
But
they're,
I think there's something to be said for the family bed, is what it's called. The
Well,
family
yeah.
bed. I don't have, my daughter was the same way. From early on, she just was like, peace out, I'm going to bed,
Yeah.
7 to 7.
yep.
And she just loved sleeping, and she didn't have siblings, a brother or sister. And so she's just, you know, she's always just kind of done her own thing. Now, later on, she started having some issues with sleep, which we'll have her on here one day and you can visit.
And when I wake up and Daddy's still sleeping, if I'm hungry, I just make myself breakfast.
I love it. What do you make for breakfast?
Sometimes I make waffles
Ooh.
or cereal. 'Cause those are like the easiest things.
I thought you were going to say spaghetti. Do you like cold pizza? I love cold pizza for breakfast.
I do, but
Okay.
I don't eat it that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were talking about bedtime and we were
Yes.
talking about sleep. Now you've had some sleep issues in the past other than your bad
Yes.
dreams, correct?
I have snored a few times.
You've snored a few times. Okay.
When I was littler.
When you were littler. And what is snoring like for children? Is snoring good for children or bad
No,
for children? Is bad for children?
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that is bad for children.
I think
Yeah.
it's bad for everybody.
So what happens when you snore?
Speaking of snoring, my poppy was snoring yesterday when he was taking care of me
Poppy Tom? Yeah.
because
He's
he
a
didn't
snorer.
sleep well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to wake
So
up early to come here.
I've got to tell you, if your kids snore, it's not normal. Okay.
Yep.
There's an issue there. And so kids shouldn't be snoring. And it's the number one sign that there's some kind of an issue. And what we know from all the work that we do with our families is that kids that snore are more likely to be more hyperactive, have ADHD. They're more likely to be on the autism spectrum. They're more likely to have behavioral problems at school.
Bedwetting.
They're more likely to suck their thumbs and have bedwetting late, you know. So if kids are, you know, so if your kids, some of these signs and symptoms we talk about. Now, you were pretty good. You didn't wet the bed a lot when you were
Maybe I'll wet the bed a little bit. But
sometimes, but I mean,
Me
everybody
too.
does it when you're learning.
I meant last week.
like when I was sleeping and I didn't even know that I was gonna go.
Yeah.
I didn't even feel it.
Well, that's how it happens. But
Yeah.
so if your kids are doing this and they're into their, 4, 5, 6 years old,
Right.
they're still sucking your thumb at, 4, 5, 6
Mm-hmm.
years old. There's likely a breathing issue.
Right.
And that's kind of what I'm getting at. And so we saw that in Charlotte. And the first thing we did, we saw it early on. So I saw this in my son, and we waited too long. He was 3 or 4 before we started addressing it.
Right.
I saw Charlotte at literally 12 months old, having breathing issues as a baby.
Yeah, I could barely even breathe when I was sleeping.
I know that was a problem. And the other thing she had was these ear infections.
I was going to ask about too.
So she had these ear infections. And so we took her to the ENT and we got her tubes in her ears,
adenoids.
sinuses cleared out, and adenoids removed. Now they won't do tonsils at age 12 months, but they will do the adenoids. And I'm telling you, it made a world of a difference as an infant for her. But then as she started to develop, we also noticed that she was developing and her arches were very narrow. And so she was tossing and turning and having the bags under the eyes. And she was probably, I'm going to say 4 years old, maybe 5 years old.
5, 4, 6.
Yeah, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
And so we started using what?
A mouthpiece.
A mouthpiece.
And I actually brought it in here.
Do you want to show it to us?
Mouthpiece in here?
Okay, here.
I know it's kind of hard to get to.
I can't reach
We're
the
gonna
table.
change it.
I can't reach the
Okay,
table.
show us your mouthpiece. Take it out.
All right, I want to see this thing. Drum roll. Thank you.
I can't open it.
It's all right. He still should be drum rolling.
Okay, got it. Okay,
There you go. Ta-da!
okay. Here it is. Ask Handsome Dan which camera you got to show it to.
Which
Just
cam-
hold it up.
Just hold it up.
We'll get you.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So that's the mouthpiece. So,
It's gotten bigger and bigger.
well, yeah, this is like your second iteration or third iteration of it.
No, yeah, it's my third.
Okay, try it and show us how it fits.
Yep. I want to see it.
Okay. There you go. Yep.
Look at that smile.
I love it. It's hard to talk with
Can
though,
I put
huh?
it in my mouth?
No.
Why can't I put it in my mouth?
I don't know.
No, you don't want to. Nobody's.
No germs.
There
So
you
do you know what this mouthpiece is even doing? What is this supposed to do? Do you know?
It's making my teeth straight.
Mm-hmm.
As
Okay.
you can see,
go. Hey.
they're getting more straight. And
Yeah.
actually, my teeth are getting wiggly now.
Yeah, you are getting some loose teeth.
Wiggly.
Yep. So I don't know. Have you dealt with these appliances at all? These Healthy Starts? You
Have
seen
not.
these?
I have not. No.
So this is the Healthy Start appliance. This is MyoBrace Healthy Start.
Okay.
And the whole idea here is we can see kids will need less braces later on, and it's a developmental thing. And so the idea is that, like Charlotte said, it makes the teeth straighter because it helps to expand the arches. So when she was 4, 5, 6, her teeth were all very close together, very tight. She didn't have very many spaces, and she was very narrow. As they start wearing this and they sleep in this, they're biting into it, and it kind of guides the development of the jaws and the teeth. And so they start to expand and they widen out. And as they widen out, you get more spaces, which by the time her permanent teeth came in, more space for the permanent teeth to
Nice.
come in. And on top of that, it encourages nasal breathing, which we've talked about how important that is. So it encourages nasal breathing, and
Can't
it
grind.
widens the palate. It starts to expand the arches, and they just they don't snore and they sleep better.
Now you said this was the third one that you've had, Charlotte. So what is the average? Do they do each year? What do you go in for?
So it's
fitting?
based on how their dentition. So it's based on as their baby teeth come out and their permanent teeth come in, you change them out. So the first one's just a trainer. Then you actually get a little scan of the teeth and you do that. But it's made a world of a difference for her. So she used to have the bags. She used to toss and turn. She used to wake up sweating. She used to wake up, I think she used to have more bad dreams. And I would say as she started using this, no more tossing and turning, no more restless sleep, no more bags under the eyes. I mean, it really has been good. And we have lots of kids that go through this treatment. So it's really, again, I think sometimes parents just think, oh, this is just kind of normal. I snore, my kid snores,
Right.
or, they grind their teeth. That's another one if they're grinding their teeth.
Right.
And, my whole point, what I was hoping to, accomplish with having Charlotte on is to kind of just touch on, if we can developmentally change how kids are developing in terms of their palate and their jaw, we're going to reduce a lot of adult problems later
agree.
down the road, because I think it all comes back to early development.
Now, Charlotte, I got a couple questions for you. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yes.
All right. First of all, love the jacket.
Thank you. It's actually very comfy.
It looks cool. So thank you for putting that on. So the first question, have you had a hard time keeping up with this? You know, like, have you lost it any times? Or have you done a good job keeping it?
I have left it at my mom's house or here a few
Yeah.
times,
Mm-hmm.
but whenever it comes back, I have slept with it.
Okay. All right. And so how do you clean it?
I clean it with. Sometimes I clean it with my toothbrush.
Okay.
And if I don't have time, I just wash it.
Okay. And the final question I have for you is, would you like your daddy to have a boy or a girl as a brother or sister?
I have a brother.
No, I meant a new one. Would you want a brother
Sister.
or sister? Okay. So look at your daddy and tell him, I want a sister.
I want a sister.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
That's for Jenny, and that's
Oh,
for
jeez, Jenny.
So,
Although
Thank
a
you
little
for
Asian
answering.
baby would be adorable.
but thank you for
always are.
answering that.
Yeah.
I do want a little sister.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. You know, Christmas already came.
Yeah.
So we can maybe ask Santa next year for
Just enough time.
just enough time. Charlotte, I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
And can I tell a story about you real quick?
Sure.
So ever since I started doing this podcast with your daddy, you have always made me feel so welcome. And I think that's an amazing quality to have, especially at your age. You always come up and introduce yourself, or you say hello. I always see you use your manners with your father. So in front of everybody who's going to watch this podcast, I just want to say I think you're pretty awesome. I just want to tell you that.
I feel like now everybody that's watching this podcast is going to want to meet me.
That's right. And you're humble. So that's good. Takes after a dad.
Oh boy.
I mean, even if my friend Aubrey or Elise is watching,
Yep.
or their moms
Wanna
are
give 'em a
watching
shout
it,
out? Yeah, tell
or
'em
their
hello.
moms are watching it, then, I mean, I would be happy because then their moms could tell them that I'm actually in my dad's podcast.
Right. And Uncle Matt would love if their moms were watching too.
Yeah. Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, Charlotte. Well, I got to tell you, Charlotte, I really, you've had some really good experiences with your sleep, and you're one of the best sleepers I know in terms of kids. I've been very grateful
I
for
wouldn't
how
say that.
good of a sleeper you are, because you really are a pretty good sleeper.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. But I appreciate how compliant you've been with your mouthpiece, because it's made a big difference.
And
I
keeping
think,
track of it at your age.
and I think
that's
it's
why
helping make you, healthier too.
That's right.
Yeah.
And your smile again. You got a great smile.
So do you have any other questions or anything else that you want to share?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about
Please.
that.
Okay.
And you can feel free to ask us questions.
I do have a question.
Okay.
So even if it's not, let's say that, let's say that you were a kid
Mm-hmm.
my age,
Mhm.
but a boy,
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
and if you had sleep problems like me, what would you do?
Oh.
Well, if I had sleep problems like you, and I was a boy and I was your age, I would do a lot of the things that you're doing. I would listen to bedtime music before bed.
Mm-hmm.
I would not play video games or watch TV or watch iPad
I
before
would
bed.
usually play my with my Barbies.
Yep, Barbies are okay because it's not overly stimulating.
Yeah.
But I would have a good routine where there would be a specific time where I would start to wind down, and I would.
I would always listen to a book.
I think listening to a book's a good idea. Reading a book or listening to a book, or listening to some quiet music. Yep.
I
And then-
usually listen onto a 1.5 because that's
Yeah.
actually low enough that nobody can hear it
Yep.
and low enough that I can hear it.
And that you can still sleep well.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I would do that I found is very helpful for kids is to focus on your breathing.
Yes.
I
So
think if you just-
you taught me to do this until I count to 20, and what I like to do is just count up until I get to until I fall asleep, which I go like this. So you taught me to go like this. 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3 out, and then you go 2, 2, 3 in, 2, 2, 3 out,
Yep.
and then keep going with like 3, 3, 3 in, 3, 3, 3 out,
I love it.
or
Yep.
4, 2, 3 in, 4, 2, 3 out.
Until you get to 20.
And I like to just go until like
Until you go to sleep.
Yeah, I just gotta
however you want to do it. But I think that when you focus on your breathing, and especially if you're breathing through your
you
nose,
feel calm.
I think it calms. That's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would take your advice. If
Yeah.
I was a boy and your age.
You know, and
Definitely
the
do what
interesting
you're
thing, Charlotte, is that advice works for kids, but I think it also works for adults.
That's right.
That's the really cool thing about sleep. Like it works for
Because
kids and
it
adults.
helps with you.
It helps me. It does.
Like if you're feeling not calm and like stressed about something, you can just breathe in and breathe out.
Yep. That is a
That's
really
exactly what I was going to say. I was like, it helps with more than just sleeping.
Yeah.
You can use that
Yep.
in all kinds
Anytime.
of ways.
Anytime. What else do you want to share before we finish our podcast today?
Yeah.
I don't think I want anything else.
Nothing
That's
else to
it?
share?
No.
That's it.
Okay.
No questions for Handsome Dan?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show today.
Yeah.
I thank you for sharing your experiences. I think maybe some of your experiences could help some parents out there and maybe help some other kids out there. And I look forward to seeing how second grade finishes and how hip hop goes this year. And maybe we'll have you back. Oh, let me help you with that.
That's right. She's got to reach for her
And then
drink.
maybe we'll have you back on the show sometime and check in with you another time. Okay.
Charlotte, we got to do this. You ready? So we
All right.
have our bubbly, right? Not buble. Thank you for being on the podcast with us, Charlotte.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Turn it around. Oh, there you go. Good.
All right.
That's a wrap.
That's a
Well
wrap.
done.
You did
That's a
great.
wrap. You did awesome.
You did awesome.
Way to go.
Man.
I can finally reach.
Yeah, you can finally reach.
When the sun goes down and the moon is high, we'll be chasing stars till the morning light. Come on.